It's your girl Sierra, and today I'm coming at you with a quick get ready with me. I will be getting ready with my NARS Natural Radiant Foundation in the shade New Caledonia. It is a foundation that I've been using for the past year. This is my second bottle of this. I have been using this as a replacement to wearing my all-time favorite that was discontinued, which is the original version of the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. This is not a dupe for that in no way, but it's just a new everyday foundation for me that I can wear and just still get the satisfaction with a decent look that I like and coverage of foundation. So I've been using this. This is my second bottle, and today I'm just going to get ready with it and just kind of share what I like about it. And there's really no cons for me. It's just, of course, I'll always have heart for MAC and anything that I use outside of my favorite would just always be secondary. I was able to stock up on some compacts of the original, and so I'm just preserving those for like special occasions or just times where I just want to wear it. But for the most part, I've been rocking with my NARS, and of course I'll still share other foundations because I'm not gonna just commit to this one as an alternative. I'm gonna keep testing out others, and I will share my thoughts and views when those come arise. And if you want to see another foundation that I like on my channel, which is also a secondary one to this, I would say it's the Dior Forever Matte Liquid. I have a review of that as well on my channel. So let's get into it. I've already prepped and primed my skin. I did my skincare. I prepped with the e.l.f. Power Grip original primer, and then I also topped it off with the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. I like to double prime. As you know, I have a sensitive, oily, acne skin type, so I like to just make sure my skin is prepped for makeup and foundation, and so I double prime, and I also double set. I am going to go in now with I'm gonna start out with the foundation. So you want to shake it up. It is very liquidy and it kind of like settles, so you want to make sure that you have everything that you need. And I'm reaching for my brushes because I didn't have those in front of me. And so I am going to go in with the e.l.f. powder brush. I like to use this brush to apply my foundation. It looks like this, very affordable. I go in with 4 pumps on my brush like that, and I dot it all around. And let me get a I don't know why I don't have my mirror in front of me. Let me just work from a mirror. And I just dot it around, go under my eyes, under my chin, forehead, and then I even do like the sides there, above my lip, and then I just tap it in. And I like this foundation because it's so lightweight and it's very natural coverage. You can definitely build it up. I would say this is a light to medium coverage foundation. I wouldn't say medium to full. I don't think you would use this expecting to get the results that you would get from like maybe the Estee Lauder liquid foundation, which I've never used, but I think that's like one of those go on medium to full, or potentially even just full. This is just a natural glow and I love it. I am a matte girl, so I have oily skin. I prefer matte foundations. No, not matte foundations. I prefer a matte look, but as I'm getting older, I don't mind the glow because my skin has a natural glow as well. So, and I'm just buffing this all in. I'm tapping it. As you can see, I'm not swiping. I'm just tapping and buffing it all into my skin for that overall natural look. And I stopped there. I'm not going to go back in with any more pumps of foundation. I like my stuff to be really natural. Not a lot to it. I'm just kind of going back in, tapping and patting around, and make sure I get under always. And then next, I am going to now go in with my concealer. And I've been using this, you all, for years. tried and true. It is a natural under her eye. I do want to try something else. Not that I don't love it. I just want to try something else. I've always wanted to try the Too Faced Born This Way. And I may give the Tarte one a try. But I definitely want to try the Too Faced one. And potentially maybe even the Hourglass. So I don't know. I'm debating. But forever favorite of mine will always be the NARS Amand Natural Radiant Concealer. I have used this for years, and it's just a nice natural under eye coverage, and I just love it. So I basically take like 5 swipes under my eye, and then I pat it in. And I don't let it sit long or anything like that. You can, I don't. I just kind of go right in and do what I do. And I'm using a Real Technique sponge, and I just kind of tap and press. I don't dampen my sponge. You can. I find that I prefer just to go in and tap and pat, and just kind of just evens out that darkness. And then next, I'm gonna go in with some more swipes of this concealer. And I just, like I said, I do 5 under my eye. Find that that is like the perfect formula for me. And if you wanted to probably build this up, you could. Like I said, I'm not going to. Just kind of, I keep it all natural. Like everything, even when I'm getting made up, I like soft glam. So I believe that beauty should just be enhanced. I don't want to be transformed. And so I like to still look like myself with my makeup. And then next, I'm going to go in with a new under eye powder. I finally bought the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Setting Powder for under my eye. And I used to use the Hourglass, and I loved it. No issues with it. I just wanted to try something new. And so this will be my first time trying this out today. And I'm going to just basically put that under where that concealer was set. Just gonna tap and pat. And off the bat, first time using this melts right in, which is a plus for me. Just melts right into my skin, so I do like that. The Hourglass definitely did the same. I would say that this melts even more. Even though that one melted great, I think that I still kind of would have a slight casting. Nothing that was bad, but this definitely just melted right into my skin. Like, barely can see it, so that's a plus. Definitely a plus. Just tapping and patting that in. And I think what I also like about this, so when I did use my Hourglass translucent, I would still kind of go over it with my foundation powder just to kind of do an extra blend. But with this, I don't even think I would need to do that. So I do like that. That's a plus. Now I'm gonna go in and do my first layer of setting powder all over. And so I use a compact setting powder. I love my tried and true MAC blot powder in pressed deep dark shade. I've been using this for years. I also have a review on my channel about it. I love this. Will forever use it. So I'm just kind of going to go into my compact and apply it to my face. And I do sections. And I apply my powder in like zones. So as you can see, just to ensure that everything is being set properly, because I do have that oily acne skin type. I just like to make sure that I'm setting my skin very properly. If you have dry skin, I don't even know if you would want to set. You could, obviously, but I'm doing like double setting. So I'm going to do another layer of the powder. You'll see in a moment. So after I do that, now I'm going to go in with my Morphe setting mist. And I'm just kind of going to like let these powders melt in. And then you'll see what I do next. And I just kind of do a nice spraying of that. And I kind of like let it dry. If you had a fan, you could turn your little fan on. But I don't have one here with me. So I'm trying to just like let it kind of settle in. But then also I'm going to go in now with my contour. So I just do a nice lightweight contour bronzing, whatever you want to call it. I use the matte Richer Rosy Skin Finish from MAC. And I love this. But the thing I don't like, it breaks up. Like this is my second time getting this and it crumbles. And so it just crumbles up, but it's good. It's just, I don't know what it is with the formula that causes it to crumble. So I think I'm gonna try another matte bronzer, just for the fun of it. But I love this, so I will repurchase it. But I think I want to try the Mented bronzer, and I think I also want to try, what's another one I wanted? I've tried Bobbi Brown, and I do like their deep bronzer. I used that years ago. Used to love it. But this, again, I may keep using this. I'm a creature of habit, and I feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I do like beauty, so sometimes I do like to try other things. Will say the products that I'm using have been like doing really well with my skin, so I don't find that I have any issues with breakouts from the products that I'm currently using in my regimen, and I do appreciate that. So yeah, just a nice light bronze, bringing everything together. And then after that, I now go back in with my setting powder and I set again. So I'm going back in with my black powder and I just do the same thing. I go over it in sections. And this just makes sure that everything is just locked in for me, especially having that oily skin type. This just like makes sure that I don't have too much oil breakthrough through the day. And there it goes. And just kind of tap and pat. Okay, that's it. So I won't do another layer of setting powder all over. It'll be sprays here on out. So now I'm gonna go in with my, what am I gonna do next? I'm gonna go in with my blush, and I'm using another MAC product. So MAC, sponsor me one day. This is MAC's Fever. It's a matte blush, and it's just a nice, pretty shade. I've had this for a long time, and it just works well. It's very lightweight, goes with a lot of looks. And so I'm one of those people, like, I know a lot of the ladies are wearing the liquid blushes. I'm not a liquid girl for like everything, so I prefer my matte, my powder products. And then I just kind of do the apples and I pull it back. And then next I'm going to go in with my, what are we gonna do next? Inner ducts. Now I did not bring my brush. It's not close to me. So actually I'm gonna skip that step today because I don't have my brush close to me. But I am gonna go in now with my second layer of Morphe, and I'll go ahead and do that. I don't even know what it was. What was that? Put my hand in front of it. I don't know what I was thinking. And I just kind of like let everything again melt in. So as you can see, even though I use a lot of powder products so far, it's still like melting in because I'm doing these layers and I'm incorporating the setting sprays. So now I am going to go ahead and let's see. I think I'm going to, I'm going to go ahead and set again. So I do double set like with my spray. So that was my second layer of the Morphe, and now I'm going to go over it with the matte. And this is kind of going to seal it all in. Now, this is my second time using this. The first time I wasn't a big fan. I felt like I saw some creasing with my foundation. I don't get that with my Urban Decay Original All Nighter or the One Size setting spray. So I'm going to give this a round 2. I read the back. I didn't read it the first time. I kind of just went in and did what I usually would do. And it did not hold up like I would have preferred. Wasn't terrible, but it wasn't, I don't like creasing. So this time I'm going to do the 10 sprays that it recommends. Okay. So hopefully with these 10 sprays, I don't get that creasing that I got the first time. We'll see, because I don't want to have to apply that in a special way or do anything that I don't do typically. When I usually wear like my other setting sprays, I do the exact same thing I just did and I have no issues. So I'm hoping that this time around I don't have issues with that creasing. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is apply my mascara. And the only thing I didn't do today that I would have done was I would have put in my inner ducts, and I will do it off camera, but I will put shroom in my inner duct, just in those corners. I'm gonna do that, but for the sake of the video, I won't do that step. But in the, another thing I didn't do, I need to put my highlight on. That's what I forgot. And it's okay that I'm doing this on top of those sprays, because it's just some highlights. So I'm gonna use my Hyper Real palette, and I'm gonna go in, I believe, with the golden shade here. I'm gonna use that one. Typically, I don't know why I just double did it. Usually I just go dip my brush one time, but I just double dipped. Okay, because it don't take a lot. I just like a nice natural glow. Yep. And I just kind of go over it a couple times, real natural, hits the light. And then after I do that, I go back with my setting powder brush, and then I just kind of go like so. Just kind of. And then now I'm going to apply mascara, a little more gloss, and then we are going to be good to go. And this, honestly, y'all, this is like my natural day-to-day, everyday look. Full glam for me would have been adding on some eyeshadow on my lid and everything, but my base stays the same. I love the current routine that I have. I'm applying a new mascara today. This is the, kind of got some on my lid. This is the House Labs mascara. First time using this today, and I will say off the bat, I'm enjoying the look of my lashes with this first coat. This is how this looks. Nice packaging, real nice. Good ingredients, good formula. I like it. It's not too wet, which I do like. I don't like a super wet formula. And if I find that it is super wet with the mascara, then I just have to let it dry over time. But I like the formula off the bat so far. My all-time favorite is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang, but I was running out of that, and this was a 2-for-1 sale, so I bought one for me and one for my daughter. I'm going back in, and I just kind of like layer my mascara. Yeah, those are pretty. Nothing beats bag out bang, but this gives a nice, like, I don't know, it kind of gives me like a nice, like, fluffy look to it a little bit. Different. Testing it out, so we'll see how it goes. Preferably it doesn't flake or run on me or anything. So far so good though. There we go. And I do have a little mascara on my lid, but I'll get it off as it dries. I'll take a Q-tip and clean it up. But this is the look, and I will go back and just mention what I love about NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This has been really good for me. This basically lasts all day. I don't have to touch it up. As you can see, I get a natural look from it. I don't break out from it. It has really good skin ingredients. If you have sensitive skin like me, acne prone, I would suggest always applying a primer with your foundations. And again, for me, I have been enjoying the e.l.f. primers. I used to use the Milk. So Milk makes 2 primers similar to those. I used to buy those and use those, had no problems with them. And then one day I got the Power Grip, I want to say in PR, and I fell in love, and it's just been my go-to, and for like a fraction of the cost. So for me, I wear high and low end if it works. I don't mind a low end product if it works. I don't consider e.l.f. low end. It's just more affordable. But I have been with e.l.f. for a long time as far as like purchasing their products. That powder brush I've used for like 10 years, and I remember when it was like half the cost that it is now. So I have been around to see the prices increase, but again, the effectiveness is still there. So definitely prime. I'm gonna let you all know if I end up having creasing. I'll put an update in the video if I have it with that newer version of the Urban Decay All Nighter matte version. Again, this was my second time using this, but the first time I didn't use it according to the directions, which said to use 10 sprays. So I'm hopefully with the 10 sprays, I have a better outcome. If not, one size will be my holy grail on top of the original Urban Decay All Nighter. I do like the purple bottle of this. And as always, thank you for tuning in. See you in the next one. Please subscribe, like, comment, share with somebody who may benefit from watching this video. Also, come back for more. I will be posting more frequent. I am back in a content creating mood, so I will be coming back with updates and different reviews, and get ready with me. So stay tuned, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and see you in the next one.